This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neese with the Raw Life Health Show. I am making almond milk today, and this is what you buy in the store. When I tell people to make almond milk, it's not this I'm talking about. I'm talking about real almond milk. So I have my Vitamix blender here. You could use any blender. It just needs to be a high-powered blender. I have a Vitamix here. I already put 2 cups of water in, and I'm going to put 2 more cups of water in. So that's 4 cups of water. So you put, and this is just an idea. You can change it up a little, but basically, for 1 cup of water, you put a half a cup of almonds. So we got 4 cups of water, so we're going to put 2 cups of almonds. It's better to soak the almonds overnight. But we didn't do that today, but just makes it more digestible if you can. So we have 4 cups of water, and then we take 2 cups of almonds. We put that right in here, and we're simply going to blend that up. Okay, so we got that blended now, and some people say, well, is that all you have to do? And I say, no. If this was all you have to do, it wouldn't be an almond milk. It'd be more like almond, I guess, a shake or a drink or something, but there's a difference what we're going to do now. Watch. I got a bowl here, and I got this, which is a sprout bag or a nut milk bag, and I'm going to basically put the almond milk through this and squeeze this, and the pulp is going to stay in the bag, and the milk's going to come out the bottom and go into the bowl. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. So let me move the camera onto the sink area so you can see that. All right, here we are. We're at the sink area, and I'm pretty much just going to take this nut milk bag and put it around the top of this and just flip this right over. So all the liquid is going into the bag. It's not going, see, now the blender's empty. I put that on the side there. I'm going to close up the bag. The little string here. And now all the liquid's in the bag there. So I'm just going to squeeze the bag, and all the liquid's coming out, and it's going right into the bowl, as you can see. So I'm going to do this, and all the liquid is going right into the bowl. And the pulp that's remaining in the bag, you can still use that for some cookies or some cake or anything. You can put in your dehydrator. You can make some raw snack. You could even make nut cheese with it, actually. That's how they make nut cheese. They ferment. They let it ferment, and they mold it into a cheese, kind of like a loaf. And you can add probiotics to it, and it'll actually help it ferment and turn into a nut cheese or even a nut yogurt starter. You can do with that. So here, so I squeezed all of it out, so there's nothing more left. There's just pulp in the bag. So all of that squeezed out. There's just pulp in the bag, and I'll show you the bag, what's in here. As you can see, it's just dry almond pulp left in the bag. It's a lot you can do with that, so we'll just put that on the side for now. And here in the bowl, I have this liquid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blender that I had, and I'm going to simply move this over. I'm going to quickly wash out, just rinse out the blender to get all any extra pulp off there. So now I have an empty blender. Make sure you get the cover so you're not getting any pulp in there. And next what I'm doing is I'm going to pour all the liquid into the container. And that's just liquid. Now from here we need some, we don't need anything. That's actually almond milk. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sweetener in there. And today I'm using 2 sweeteners. Some people put honey or even maple syrup. Today I'm using dates. So I'll put, let's say, I'll put 4 dates in there. These are medjool dates. I'm taking the seeds out. So I'm using dates, and then I'm also going to use a little stevia. I sell this stevia on my website. It's a green stevia. And I just put a little bit of stevia in there. Next, I'm going to put a little salt in here. You don't need to put salt. but I like to put salt. Next, I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla in here, vanilla extract. Just a drop. That gives it a really great flavor. And you can change this around so many different ways. Sometimes you could put a banana in here or whatever. I'm going to put some cinnamon here. So it can be changed a lot of different ways. And I just decided as I was going to make this, I'm going to put some coconut oil in here. I rarely do this, but I had some left, and I'll just put a teaspoon of coconut oil. There's so many different things you can do as the base. Now, almonds are quite expensive, so what I do sometimes is I'll use half of almonds and half of another cheaper nut or seed, usually sesame seeds or sunflower seeds mixed with the almonds. But you could use Brazil nuts, you could use filberts, and there's so many other nuts you could use. So I'm going to blend this up together. Now, if I was going to use a banana, I would prefer a frozen banana. I do not have any frozen bananas, so I'm going to take a couple of ice cubes and put it in here right now. So I'm just going to put 3 or 4 ice cubes in here. One more, there you go, and I'm just going to blend it up. Okay, so there it is. That's it. And I'm just going to pour it in here, and there you go. That's the almond milk. Do I have a milk mustache? That is one good drink, folks. So that's an example of how to make almond milk. And put your comments or questions below the video. And it's really simple to do. You don't want to do it a lot because it is expensive. And you know, it's just, usually I'm just making juice or I'm making a smoothie. This is kind of a treat for me. And that's it. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day and a great world life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.